Dr. Harrison Jones. Can you come share your bring that book with you?
You guys, when I look out at the audience, I just want to know, what do y'all think of? What are some thoughts when you think about school? What's some things, the first thing that comes to mind when you think about school? Don't want to go back. Right? Too much, it's stressful. I mean, how many of y'all love school? You know, right now, we're in a position where schools are constantly being criticized for the way we treat our students. We're criticized for allowing, different dress codes. We're criticized for the grades that the kids are getting. The kids are failing out. The teachers are dropping out of the schools, out of the campuses. And if we don't recognize that there's a crisis going on in our country right now in education, we are missing the boat. Our kids are being left on the wayside. Our schools are not practicing equitable discipline. And I noticed that after the 14 years I've had experience from being a math teacher out here in Houston, Texas on the northwest side. Anybody from Cypress? Yeah, so I was at Langham Creek High School. Yeah, I was at Langham Creek High School for like 6 years. And so Langham Creek used to be called Gangham Creek. Yeah, it used to have the gangs and the bloods, and I mean, you see that every single day. And you would be like, man, and when I walked on the campus, I was the only person that looked like me. Like, that was, as a teacher, this was just me there, and my students fit and look like me. And so when we're approaching things and when you're approaching as a teacher, you're thinking, man, so what can I do to impact these students? Because around time I started out at Langham Creek, it was around 2005. What happened around 2005 out in Florida? Anybody remember what happened in 2005? What was that? It was Hurricane Katrina. So when I came in as a teacher, all of those students, I call them the 504 students, 504 means something totally different. But all the students from New Orleans came in, they were in my classroom. And they were mixing with the students from Houston. If you know Northwest Houston, and then you know New Orleans, those are two different types of flavors. Those are two different types of students. Those are two different types. That's two different cultures. They could look the same, but they're two different cultures. So when you're coming in as a first-year teacher, you have to navigate that. And so I was blessed. I had the opportunity to work for Cy Fair, and I had great mentors, I had great people that taught me these things that I had to do in order to be successful. They taught me to build relationships with students. They taught me to make sure that I'm data-driven. They taught me to be interventions with the students. They taught me to be positive with the students. They taught me not only to just be a part of the campus, but to take leadership on the campus. And so basically what this book is about is to tell you, if you are in education, if you are an administrator, if you are a principal, if you are, even a student, if you are in the building, your responsibility is to show love and embrace one another and empower one another to make each other better, improve each other's quality of life. And so when I say I used to hate school, this world is a school. Everybody right now, we're constantly learning. So we need to embrace these principles of 5 principles that I put in this book and show love for each other, show appreciation for each other, and build each other and grow one another. Because when you're in a building with a school full of 30 students in your classroom, and you have 300 students in the school, or you might have 2,300 students in the school, it's going to be hard to just look at one student and say, I love you. It's hard to look at one student and say, I care about you. It's hard. It's a challenge for a teacher to walk in front of a 30-person classroom and show that they actually care about the students. And that's the number one thing. I don't care what anybody says as a teacher, as a teacher, a lawyer, whatever you are, you want to be in the classroom with the teacher that cares about you. And that's why I wrote this book, is because I want all of us as educators to remind ourselves, remind us that, when we go in there, the grades are something. The lesson plan is something. The discipline is something. All those things, they're there, but we have to remember the reason why we signed up from the very beginning. For the same reason that a fireman walks into a fire station each day, for the same reason that a police officer walks into a police station each day, the same reason that a nurse goes to a hospital. We're here to help, and we're here to save lives. And that's what I want people to understand from this book, is that we're here as educators to save lives. Much of my research is Dr. Sugg, Ray Leonard said, Sugar Ray Leonard. As Sugg said, he said that we make sure, that, somebody said that earlier. But anyways, we need to make sure, you know, when you're going through your PhD, and I completed it, it was over discipline. It was over the constant cycle that we put our students and our kids in. It's called the school to prison pipeline. Has anybody heard of it? It's the school to prison pipeline is plaguing our schools. It's not something that you see every day on the news. They're not going to say, you might read that the guy Brock Turner got off for 6 months because after he had raped that girl in the alley. But guess what? We all know that if Brock Turner looked like me, he would have been in jail for life, for a long time. Now, magnify that. Now, put that down, microscopic, put it in the classroom. Put it in the classroom. That is going on in the classrooms each and every day. That is the type of thing. When you're saying, man, that's not fair, that's not how it goes, that's what's going on. And we need people to understand that when you have a student, if you look like me, and that student was in second period and they just came to you, they had a different outcome, a different experience with that teacher and they come to you. And so you need to make sure that you change that experience. You look to have a positive impact on that student. And I just want everyone to reconnect with that. Because at the end of the day, we want to be everyone's favorite teacher. But we can't. I know I'm not everyone's favorite teacher. I know I wasn't everyone's favorite educator. I know I wasn't everyone's favorite principal. But somebody out there says, I think I had the other day one of my students say, I just appreciate you being here. And this is after 14 years in education. And at the college level, the guy said, I had never heard that in my entire career. A student come to me and say, I just appreciate you being here. So I want people to understand that when you're in education, you are much needed. This is more of as a manual and it's an appreciation book. We need you. We need teachers. We need us in the buildings. We need to be present at these meetings, at the school board meetings. We need to be present when they're making decisions about our kids. We need to be present when they're making decisions about the future of our society. Because if we're not, we're going to continue to have the same thing, same cycle going over and over and over and over again, and we're not going to be able to dig ourselves out of it. We're going to continuously make the same issue, continuously have the same problem. So when you get a chance, if you're not going to read this book, get the book for somebody else. Get it for 20 people. This is the book that's going to be the foundation for what we need to do to reconnect everyone talking about it. Instead of, I hate school, you want to say I used to hate school. Because remember when I asked y'all like school, or y'all? Nobody raised their hand, right? So we want to get back to where everyone's saying, oh, I used to hate school. I love it now because we made a difference and we changed the way we do things for our kids. I appreciate Suge definitely, I grew up watching him when I was in college, so he's an old head. I call him old head. We watched him and, seeing him doing these things for the books and making sure everyone has a voice and their missions are clear and their missions are getting resounded out there. So he's providing a platform that we normally would not have. And he recognized it as a movement. I recognized when I saw him that it was a movement, and that's why I had to jump on board. So I definitely wanted to say appreciate him as well, and all of our accountability group here as well, because they definitely made a big difference in my life. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Steve.
We can just get some of that passion and